Hello, hello. Welcome to another Fridays. Well, this is a kind of a anniversary show.
It is. It's 52. Well,
Yes.
is it next week's the anniversary show technically?
Oh, true. Well, did we number the interview with Jason from or was that part of the Fusion, or was that just an interview?
I don't think y'all counted that one with the animal
I
warriors.
can tell you real quick. Let me see. I'll look it up. Hold on.
With the animal warriors of the kingdom interview.
Yep.
You just keep talking. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on.
I missed that one.
Well, I did get another one of these. That's not smushed.
I found that over at GameStop. It's nice.
The first one they sent.
Yeah, we
was
numbered it.
absolutely smashed.
Are they
But,
both? Are they both with the campaign hat on and goggles?
Yeah, he's got that.
No, the other one, the one you said was smashed.
Oh, the camping hat and goggles was still on, but the box was just absolutely crunched. The shipping box was fine. They stomped on it before they shipped it.
Did you send it back and replace
Oh,
it?
absolutely. I did. As soon as I opened the box up, I logged in my Amazon app and no.
Oh, okay. Because I was like, if you still have that one smashed, I'll take it out of your hands.
I've had these for a while, just never did show them. I forgot to bring them downstairs. I got Doc and Night Creeper. So,
By the way, it was number 30.
oh, it's number 30?
Yeah.
So next week will be the
Yeah.
Yeah. And got this in Cobra Stinger, which is pretty awesome. Which the thing that everybody knew was coming. That's when they did the vamp. We knew we were going to get the Cobra version.
Well, because we already had like pictures of it in like the background of other stuff.
Oh yeah. Well, and this.
Yeah. Like,
It's just
what's
attached
that
to the
to do? Huh.
It's like you made the missile trailer before the actual vehicle come out, and it's like, oh, it's meant for the HISS tank, and then that's you got a 2-stage hitch, one for HISS tank, one for vamp or Stinger. So same tires too. That's all I got in here, but that's not the only thing I paid for this week. Today I got like notifications like that my card got charged at Big Bad Toy Store for the loose collector Quinn Comics ladies. The Emma Frost, Satana, and La Morta.
Oh, I only got 2 pre-orders I'm still waiting on. I got my Epic Hacks Sonya, Red Sonya, and I got my Star Wars Vintage Collection E-Wing. I've had those on pre-order basically all year.
Red Sonya got pushed back too.
I know.
She was supposed to be getting ready to come out.
Yeah, I know. Well, I thought she was supposed to come out this summer originally,
Mm-hmm.
and then somebody was like, "Oh, are you going to be ready for her when she comes out around Christmas?" I was like, "What?" I looked it up. Oh, they pushed it back to 4th quarter.
Yep.
I don't know. That and the E-Wing. Those last 2 pre-orders I did. So I've been wanting that E-Wing for a long time. That was always my favorite ship in the Legends stuff. Back in the day, for those of us nerds that read all the Star Wars stuff back in the day, and I was so nerdy. I didn't play any of the tabletop Star Wars games, but I read all the books about the Star Wars games because there was a lot of cool like tech info and diagrams and all kinds of cool stuff in there. And that's I believe in the games is where the E-Wing first appeared back in like 1991, 1992 or something like that. Is when the E-Wing was supposed to, like, that was the New Republic's replacement for, it was like their new go-to flagship fighter. And I always loved that thing. And they finally made a toy out of it. I was like, I'm getting it. I don't care. I don't care if it's a vintage collection.
Yeah, the Chaotica is Lady Death's daughter, the one in white. Well, I did get something that's not toy related, but I'll have to get me some, which is kind of awkward to use right now. I did buy another desktop for down here. I got a Dell Optiplex, and I only got one monitor, so I can't. It's kind of awkward to try and go from screen to screen. I don't have two screens right now, so I had to turn in my old work machines.
Dude, I've gotten so used to two screens. I tried using a computer one time that had one screen, and I was just lost. I was like, how do you function? I don't get it. Like my work computer's got two screens. This computer's got two screens. I can't.
If I'm doing anything work related, I cannot do anything with one screen.
Yeah, I'm like, how did people live like this? It's not right.
My office at work, I can work from home or work on site. I do like a hybrid work. So the monitor there is actually one of those big wide curved screens. So it's just a single monitor, but it's one of those big wide ones.
Yeah. Well, that's what I've got here. I've got a big wide monitor here. That's my main screen. And then I've got that screen, which is a smaller 24-inch screen. Which I can't do.
It's funny you call a 24 the smaller screen.
I know. It's 24. That's my smaller one.
The monitor I'm using here right now used to be my toolbar menu monitor.
Oh yeah.
I'll have all my graphical software on the big monitor, and all my toolbars are on this monitor.
Yeah.
So I need to get a second monitor eventually and some speakers.
Well, I got some stuff this week, Jared.
Ah, nice.
Nice.
Look familiar.
This is fine.
Yeah,
it's fine. This is actually better than I thought it was going to be. I'm gonna be honest.
It is.
It was good. It was better than I thought. It's got a lot better articulation than I thought it was going to have.
Mm-hmm.
And I still don't think it's. I mean, I don't like the sculpt as much as the Marvel Select one, but it's but it's really nice.
Marvel Select one's fully painted too.
Yeah, it's nice. I like it.
Yeah.
And then I got my Hulk. Oh, he's already on the shelf somewhere. I forget where he's at, but my Hulk's around here somewhere that you sent me. And then I did pick up Manga Batman. Got him. I mean, it's just Nightfall Batman in different colors with a different head sculpt. That's all it is. But I don't know, man. I really like the colors, the muted kind of dull gray colors. I like the head sculpt on him. Like, it looks really good. I dig that one a lot. And then, what the hell is this?
Okay, now I gotta open mine up, see if it's like
what
that.
What the hell, McFarlane? Why does his knees do that?
I showed it to my wife and she couldn't believe it. I'm like, how does this happen? I'm like, man, just either gonna copy yourself.
Okay.
How is that normal? Tell me yours doesn't do that. Tell me mine's just some freak accident in the factory that made it through somehow with jacked up knees. Because that action figure should not do that. He can walk up a wall while staring at the wall. Like, that's ridiculous. Uncle Todd, what the shit?
Well,
he looks like one of those aliens from that movie, The Arrival, or whatever it was called back in the day with Charlie Sheen. Where his knees bend backwards. Like, what the messed up shit. Yeah. I was like, I mean, I got this one because I wanted to do some customizing to it, and I can still do customizing to it. I'm just like, what the shit did you do with these knees? But
I muted myself. I was getting the plastic off of it, but
I mean, other than that, it's a decent sculpt. I mean, the gold label one's got the better paint job, and his arms are ridiculously loose. They have the same kind of ball joint, or they have the same kind of shoulder issue that Spawn had, where if like you open it too far, if you pull his arm out too far, the joint right there, the ring gets caught and it doesn't go back in. His arm doesn't close unless you push that ring back to where it's supposed to be, and then you can get his arms to go back. So he's got the pegs in the shoulders are too long, is what it is. The same problem with that Spawn figure that I had that I got rid of, is the shoulder pegs are just too long because they bind up. Like right now, so I didn't even do this on purpose.
That's as far as mine goes.
Yeah, mine goes a lot farther than that.
I think it's how they're positioned in the packaging, and it really warps the legs.
But like, on mine, like if you see here,
actually, there is no stop, so the legs will go forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
But look at the ring on his shoulder.
Yeah.
Yep.
It just flops around because the pegs are so loose that this ring just moves everywhere. And then this one's bound up already. I just opened it up and his shoulder's bound up. I can't move his arm. You got to pop it in. So this is not a great figure. I like the sculpt. The engineering on the articulation is dog shit. But the sculpt's good. It's a cool sculpt.
It's still a weird choice to do this one and not the Hank Henshaw.
It is. It's a really weird choice.
Even though the platinum he painted it up to look like the Hank Henshaw version.
Yeah, kind of like the Hank Henshaw one, but yeah, more like the Hank. Well, look, you just get him standing in a regular pose, and all you see is the gaps there in the shoulders. Like there's holes in his shoulders because the pegs for the arms for the shoulders aren't long enough. I shouldn't be able to move that ring like that back and forth with his arms like that. So it's typical McFarlane stuff from what I've seen before. It's one of the reasons why I stopped collecting McFarlane.
And how damn tall? Tall as he compared to other McFarlane figures.
He what?
He looks awful tall too. Like taller than a normal McFarlane figure.
Yeah, he's got the long leg syndrome. Because I'm putting him next to my Batman, and if I go crotch, yeah. If you take this Batman Nightfall figure, which is a normal size figure, let's see if we can line them up here. If you put them crotch to crotch, like that, they're the same size figure. If you join them up, if you line them up at the lower portion of their cockles, they're the same size figure. But look how much further his legs stick down than the Batman. He's got long leg syndrome. Again, another reason why I stopped collecting McFarlane is because he takes 6-inch scale torsos. Dude, okay, put him, and I know Thor is a bigger figure, right? Is a bigger guy. But Thor's torso is bigger than this 7-inch scale Batman. Okay, and if we line up their shoulders, Thor's arms are longer than a 7-inch scale Batman. Mm-hmm. So the way he gets these things, to 7-inch scale is by putting really long legs on them. They have 6-inch scale heads, 6-inch scale torsos, 6-inch scale arms, and he just puts long 7-inch scale legs on them to make them 7-inch scale. Oh, these would be normally just 6-inch scale figures.
Oh, apparently Todd doesn't think people care about scale.
Because Todd's a fucking retard.
Somebody was telling me something about like an interview he did with Shardimus, and he's like, Shardimus was trying to explain to him about scale and stuff, and Todd's theory is like, oh, people just want shells of Batman, all different sizes of Batman, and it just looks cool. It's like, no, people. He's like, he asked like Russ, like are your figures on the back behind there in the scale? He said, yes, I try to collect stuff in scale. But most collectors do. We want stuff to be able to display things together.
Yeah.
We don't want to do See, like this.
Exactly.
Side by side.
Now compare those torso heights from crotch to crotch.
There's not much difference.
There's not much difference. The Superman is wider.
It's probably half an inch where this is a Vulcan.
But then it's all leg. The main difference between the height of those two figures is all leg.
And the length in the arms is probably 1/4 inch. Oh, by the way, I did finish up my solar finally.
Nice.
Mm-hmm. That's cool.
I like the one I made you better, though.
He's sitting over there on the shelf. He's on my shelf. I got him and Magnus right next to my my Street Fighter figures. They share a shelf. Street Fighter and Magnus. Street Fighter and Valiant shares a shelf. I don't know why. Just felt like doing that.
And probably just shoot me a little short on this one, since I did a full video on the one I made you. But I also have this finished up.
Nice.
This will be going to Canon.
That's a Venom figure, right?
That's the KO Venom from AliExpress base. Been fully repainted with Canon designed heads for it. I turned the tendrils to make it look like flames coming off of them.
You know what I want someone to make, and I don't know if they can because of copyrights.
He needs the goat fiddle.
Oh, there you go. I want somebody to make the devil, even though he wasn't called the devil, but the darkness from Legend. Remember Legend back in the day? Best designed devil character I've ever seen in my entire life is from that 1984 movie Legend. The Darkness. Best luck. And we've never gotten any figure that even remotely looks like that I'm aware of. I think I've seen a couple customs here and there where people have tried to do it.
His torso's loose too.
Did you get anything else, Matt?
What?
Did you get anything else?
No, that's it. That's all I got this week.
Okay, I didn't want to jump in if you had something else you need to show off. So that's why I was like waiting. Like
you don't have to sit there and be quiet. Just jump in.
I'd be respectful. Y'all call me a fetus, and y'all are the adults. So I have to be respectful. Anyway.
You're always going to be a fetus until you start standing up. Not that way, goober.
Hey, at least I was wearing pants. So, all right.
This time.
At least Plastic Man ain't hanging off anything.
No, that's in the pants.
All right, I got this from Ollie's.
Great figure.
I remember Matt ranked this a must buy, like a go buy it.
It is. It totally is. It's a fantastic figure.
I bought 4 of them from Ollie's because, hey, parts.
Yep. And then I got this from a thrift store for $19, under $20.
Nice.
So I got this. And then
that new torso is so much better than the regular Grim Reaper torso.
Yeah. And then my wife got me this one from Walmart, I think. That's where she got me. They've been showing up in mine. Got the Jax Homer Simpson with all the donuts.
Jax got the after Disney took the license away from Super 7. Jax got the license.
Yeah,
and they're pumping them out, and for what stores?
Mm-hmm.
They're not $60 a piece.
Yep.
I haven't bought one from Super 7 because I heard how bad they were. But then the final thing I got this week was from my local GameStop.
Nice.
There you go.
Agent Iron Fist. So that's all I got for this week. I've got some more stuff coming in, but they haven't arrived yet. So,
you know, the one I want is the Iron Fist. What's his name? The one that was Iron Fist before Danny Rand, and he had like the green leather outfit and the guns. What was his name? You know what I'm talking about. He was the
I know who you're talking about, but I don't know his name.
And I can't remember his name.
Frank.
His name was Frank. We'll go with Frank. Just Frank, though. He was like Madonna. Just one name. Frank the Iron Fist.
Name made a point. McFarlane did a statue back in the day of Cyborg Superman. I think is what you're talking about.
Yeah.
McFarlane.
He does joints on this dude. Maybe he should just stick to statues.
Well, he's calling those new Marvel statues pre-posed action figures.
A fucking statue, and you know it.
It's like,
He's like, if I put action figure on it, collectors will buy it.
well, apparently they will, because he's like made like I think $1.2 million on his Kickstarter for his medieval Spawn.
Yeah.
It's like, look, he's made one at retail. Just go buy that one for $20. People were paying $100 for that new one. It's like, people, what is wrong with you?
There are no words. I don't know. Well, look, we all pay retarded amounts of money for some stuff. I mean, I paid a ridiculous amount of money for that Death's Head because I wanted it when I wanted it. Period. End of story. And I don't feel bad for it. Was it stupid? Maybe. Do I care? No.
Oh, I know.
You like the same thing. Enough, whatever, man.
My that Transmetal 3 Megatron that was BotCon exclusive. I paid $200 for that thing. It's like, of course, I could turn around and sell it down for $400 if I want to, but
yeah,
I don't want to. These mainline Transformers are so easy to transform.
Oh no, Name Withheld saying he did a statue of the Devil figure, the Devil from Legend. Oh, he did a statue. Okay. I wonder if you could take that. I wonder if the head pops off like on an action figure.
No, I've seen people doing 3D prints of that head. I've seen a few customs pop up not too long ago with that.
Let's see. Yeah, he did. Oh my God.
Is it terrible?
Oh, that thing is selling for retarded amounts of money. Yeah, it's just a statue. Does have a good head sculpt, and it does look like the head sculpt would pop off. Yeah, because the head sculpt's got rotation, which means you could pop that head sculpt off if you wanted to use that. But I mean, paying that much just to pop the head off of it? No, thank you. Like the prices start at $100.
Yeah, I know somebody makes 3D prints of it because I've seen people do customs and do prints. If I'm not mistaken, Ken might have been working on one of those heads. I think he might have been making one of those heads for Harker.
Yeah, it's a great look. Like if you want like the ultimate devil look, I have not seen a better looking version of the devil than that. It's like the best looking one that I've ever seen. It looks awesome. It looks great.
For $15, I will say this is not a bad figure.
Oh, it looks great, especially for $15.
Yeah. Right. Basic posability.
Well, it's the same posability as Super 7 had.
Yeah. I mean, I would like it if he had like a smile on his face or something instead of this death stare look. I get why they do it, because most action figures have that blank facial expression. But it would be nice if he came with a smile. But it's still a good looking figure.
He's got a donut. He should have a smile. He's got.
Oh, hey, it's weird. Got the donut in his hand, and then look, he comes with a box full of them. It's like, come now, should have them around.
That's your basic Homer. When those sell well, they're going to come out with different versions of Homer.
Oh yeah,
they're already in wave 2. They're doing Homer again, Krusty the Clown, Lisa, and then they're doing Mo for wave 2.
Well, why are they $15?
Yeah, they're $15.
So you can buy 4 of them for the price of a Super 7 figure.
Basically, yeah. So you can buy the whole wave.
Mm-hmm. Sounds good to me.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's not anything I collect. I don't collect any of that Disney stuff. But cool.
Figure go ahead and just open up the
portable figures now.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, Harry O. Tim Curry played the darkness. Tim Curry, man. I think that might have been the first thing I ever saw Tim Curry in, because I saw that movie when I was a little kid. Long before I ever saw like Rocky Horror Picture Show or, you know, a lot of the other stuff that Tim Curry's famous for. I saw Legend as a kid, as a little kid, probably as soon as, I don't think I saw it at the movies. I probably saw it as soon as it came to video, which would have been about 85-ish. So that's when I saw the movie. That might have been the first thing I ever saw at like 8 years old. The first thing I ever saw him in.
Oh, he's great. Legend. I have the
Gen X. We had movies for kids that like causes childhood trauma. That's why we don't have feelings.
Have you ever gone back and rewatched Dark Crystal?
I have not.
That movie is fucked up, but also some of the worst CGI I've ever seen in my life. I went back and watched that last year or whenever it was, when they were doing they did do the new Dark Crystal series on like Disney Plus or whatever.
Oh, I tried to watch.
I haven't watched
the one on Netflix. I just couldn't.
Which one?
The new show on Netflix, Dark
Was it
Crystal.
Netflix? I thought it was Disney Plus.
I think it was.
Well, whatever it was. I went whenever that came out. I was like, oh, I haven't watched Dark Crystal in a long time. Let me go back and watch that movie. And I went back and watched that movie, and I was like, oh god, this doesn't hold up at all. It's still creepy. Like it was a creepy movie for a kid, but like really, really bad. Doesn't hold up. Don't ruin your childhood. Just have good memories of it. You know what movie does hold up though? Labyrinth. That movie totally holds up. Yep. That, and I think I feel like it was much more. Maybe I'm wrong. But I feel like it was much more acceptable for kids to watch horror movies back in the 80s than it is today. I feel like
I watched
maybe it's because now kids just watch all that creepy pasta stuff online, so they're not really watching movies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like back in the day, like, oh, you're 10 years old. Let's go watch Nightmare on Elm Street, or let's watch Poltergeist, or let's watch, Halloween or whatever. And it was like, it was no big deal. I tell you, the one that freaked me out was Poltergeist, though. Like, none of the other ones freaked me out as a little kid, but Poltergeist creeped me out, especially when the freaking clown shows up and then when the toys start moving on their own. Like, that hit me in my soul as a child when the possessed toys started moving around. That freaked me out at, like, I don't know, what was I, 7 or 8 years old when I saw that movie?
I really
like
the metallic look, the metallic chrome look on him.
Oh, dude, they did such a great job on that figure, man.
They did. They even did. I like how they did on the shield too. How they gave that metallic look.
Yeah, no, it's one of the best figures that came out last year. I know it was on my top 10, but I don't remember where it was at on my top 10.
I think that was on mine too.
It's a great figure.
Yeah,
I like it. Oh, let's see.
Hey ho.
Hey ho, and away we go.
Oh yeah, Booksplit, Return to Oz. That is a messed up movie.
Yes,
to watch as a kid. Like, what is you got the room full of heads and shit.
Oh, I remember they used to
I saw the young
movie days at school. Like, that was one of the movies they'd play a lot. And that was just such a messed up movie.
Oh, yeah. I remember my mom. I remember when I was a kid. When I was little, she played it. Like, she was looking for like the sequel to Wizard of Oz, and then she returned to Oz, and then she had us watch that. That was like one of those movies where I was like, ugh, freaky.
Yeah. It's a good movie though. Me and my wife actually watched that. We subjected our kids to it this year. It was probably like right after Christmas or something. We're like, hey, let's watch Return to Oz. Because me and my wife both have, we like that show. So we're like, let's make the kids watch this creepy ass shit. Why not? Let's see.
There you go.
All right, what do we got out there in the
Hey,
comments?
look. Hasbro actually knows where to put a winch at.
Oh, how interesting!
It's not on the undercarriage of the vehicle like some idiot does.
Oh, dude, I made a video. I haven't uploaded it yet. I gotta edit it and upload it. But I made a video in response to that fucking video that Bobby Valla posted last week. Last week or no, it was like on Sunday or Monday or something.
What kind of video did he do?
What kind of video did I do? Basically, calling.
No, what he did. What did he do? I don't watch his stuff.
He did a video. I guess he was trying to defend himself because I don't know. I don't keep up with Valaverse stuff because I like we've talked about many times before. He just kind of turned me off of Valaverse stuff. But so I don't really pay attention. But apparently he had a new set of figures coming out that are exclusive to somewhere.
Yes, Nimhill, that's a Vulcan body. And Bucky Cap's a Vulcan body with new upper torso.
Yeah. So I don't know where they were exclusives to or whatever. But he made this like 15-minute video. And the video's was said something about exclusive toys, and I was like, oh, what's his? I'll watch his shit because I'm a dumbass. If the title sounds like something I might be interested in. So I was like, oh, here's a toy maker. I don't particularly like him. Here's a toy maker that's saying something about exclusives. I might be interested in what a toy maker says about exclusives. Except for the fact he doesn't really talk in the video about exclusives and like the nature of them and how they work and that kind of thing. He just is responding to all these people who I guess you can leave him messages on his website or whatever, or his fucking Facebook page or whatever. I don't know. Wherever he posted that these figures were going to be exclusives. He's just jabbing back at them that they were telling him they don't like that he's making something an exclusive. And it's just a full 15-minute video of him going on retarded tirades about how these people are wrong. And it's like, well, if you don't like exclusives, you shouldn't collect anything, I guess, because everybody has exclusives. And just like really digging in and making some of the most retarded points I've ever heard made. Like he's completely like psychotically unaware of where his place is as a toy manufacturer, as an action figure manufacturer. He's completely delusional about the fact that people will put up with exclusives. They may bitch about them, but they'll put up with exclusives from Marvel Legends, from DC Multiverse, from G.I. Joe, from Star Wars, from things like that, because these people have nostalgia for those IP. Nobody has nostalgia for his IP.
Nope.
He only exists because G.I. Joe exists.
Yep.
He didn't even make an actual Action Force line that pulled from the old UK Action Force,
Which is
toys. So nobody has nostalgia for his shit. He
makes no damn sense. You pay for the Action Force brand, then don't make Action Force.
Yeah. And he doesn't acknowledge, like, he has no like presence of grace or gratefulness that at the very least, like his whole toy company only exists because G.I. Joe exists. That's it. That's literally it. If G.I. Joe did not exist, his company would cease to exist because nobody would give a shit about his stuff except for they're mildly G.I. Joe like. That's it. And it's just this retarded video of him bitching about people. And then at one point in the video, he goes, I just think it's pretty blah, 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 whatever. The people just going onto my website and stuff complaining about exclusives. And, I don't do that. And then he mentioned some figure that he was disappointed with. I forget what it is. Exactly. It's like, I forget what it is. He's like, well, I didn't go to that company and bitch to them. He's like, yeah, I mean, I got on the 3POA podcast and bitched about it. I mean, I was like, I wanted to slap the shit out of him through the computer. I'm like, so you're telling me, as somebody who manufactures toys, that you think it's worse for the customers to bitch to you personally than to go on a podcast where their opinion is going to influence hundreds, thousands of other buyers from buying your shit? I was like, you're fucking stupid, or you're just lying. Because he knows full well it hurts a company more for him to go onto a podcast and talk shit about him to everybody than it would if he went and just bitched directly to that company. You know full well that's how it works. And yet he's complaining and saying, oh, all I do when I complain about things is go on a fucking podcast and talk about it. And I don't go to the company and complain to them. Well, yeah, because you're trying to get the word out that you don't like something. So you go on a podcast and do it, which hurts them more than them bitching directly to you. It's so fucking stupid. He's just being a fucking moron, or he's just lying through the whole video. It's ridiculous. I mean, he spends all his time trashing Hasbro and Super 7. Like, that's all he does is bitch about Hasbro and Super 7.
He even had shirts made up subpar 7.
Yeah. And look, I don't like Super 7 either. I'm not a big fan, right? I don't own any Super 7 stuff. But, like, what the shit? Like, you're such a hypocritical piece of shit at this point. And all that video did was back up, and this is why I don't buy Action Force stuff anymore. This is why I only picked up a few figures and then started hearing him fucking flapping his gums, and I stopped buying his stuff.
Oh, I was looking at some of the, like, people. I don't in passing watching some other guys' streams, and the Facebook group thing. That vehicle, the hood don't even open up on it. The engine. I was like, okay, then what the hell are you doing? That seems like a pretty cheap vehicle.
His latest video is just again, it's just reiterating how much of a piece of shit he is. He's kind of a piece of shit. I mean, he really is. The more he opens his mouth, the more I'm like, yeah, that dude's clearly a piece of shit. Because I don't think he actually believes the shit he's saying.
Now, I will have this is one nitpick I got with a lot of G.I. Joe backpacks. Weapon storage, the little peg on the side, and you put it through the trigger guard.
Yeah, which is not at all how you carry a gun.
That's my biggest nitpick about this. I was like,
no.
Yeah, I know it's how it's supposed to go on here, but you don't want to do that.
No, don't take your cues for how to carry a firearm from G.I. Joe. Please. But
Matt, didn't you you didn't get that Marvel Legends Power Man, did you?
The 2-pack?
No, the single carded one for the Midnight Sun and the Midnight Suns, whatever, the Power Man. Luke Cage, the Afro.
The one that's too small.
Yeah, I was wondering why you ranked that one as a garbage or tier.
Oh, you're talking about the one that has no torso articulation?
The one that's got the Afro,
and
yeah.
The lower legs are clearly separate pieces. They didn't get boot cut.
Yeah.
They glued them in place.
It's just not a good. It's not a good figure at all.
It's undersized, lacking articulation.
Okay. I was just curious because I've seen it in my local game.
I was actually excited to get that figure until I got it in the hand, and it's a piece of crap. Because I like Luke Cage, and they made that figure way too damn small.
I was just curious because it's at my local GameStop and it's been there for a while, and I would consider picking it up when it goes on sale. But I was wondering
if you pick it up on sale, go ahead. Yeah.
Okay.
And also, too, don't make your own mind. We're just here talking shit about toys and stuff like that. You like stuff, people out there, and JB, buy it. We're just expressing our opinions on stuff. We're not trying to.
Yeah, I totally don't have a problem that JB buys a whole bunch of McFarlane figures, like a Tard.
No, I respect.
It doesn't bother me at all. He should totally keep buying tardy ass McFarlane figures. Should totally do it. Yeah, I'm gonna give shit. I'm gonna give Sith for life out there too. He buys McFarlane too. I know you do, Sith.
No.
I don't give a shit. That's fine.
I
I would buy him too if I hadn't been disappointed with so many of the ones that I wanted. But I still buy them occasionally. Like I said, I got 2 of them that I just bought this week sitting right here.
This wobbly thing.
That thing's like severely subpar. Severely subpar. Oh, Sith for life dropped in some chat. Whoa, tiny freedom seed dispenser. Insta YouTube strike. Uh-oh. Yeah, you gotta be careful showing off your freedom seed dispensers.
But,
YouTube doesn't like that on live chats.
No,
Well, hopefully when it's this size, it's like it's a.
Hopefully, one would hope, but nowadays you never know. I bet if you hold it close enough to the camera and make it big screen.
Oh, here we go. This is gonna make it worse. There's a.
I respect y'all's opinion since you guys have been doing this for a lot longer than I have. That's why I always like y'all's thoughts and opinions on certain figures.
It's like we're just expressing what we've noticed about the stuff.
Yes.
And if you see it, just look at it, and you can make your mind up if you want it or not.
Yeah, you're right. And again, like I don't know. I mean, I have my opinions, and my opinions are my opinions, and that's it. And that's all they are, and they're worthless outside of my own fucking head. Like, you should just come here and listen to us because you like hearing us talk about shit, and then argue with us when you think we're wrong, because that's fun. Because we are probably wrong a lot. However, I will say, I want to give credit to
whoever told you double ball pegs was better is a fucking moron.
I know.
Dick hinges are better.
Dick hinges are way better. No, and that's the thing about like McFarlane's DC Multiverse stuff, that it's not that I hate McFarlane, it's that I'm very disappointed because I know McFarlane can do better, because they have many, many times, and because I like DC and love those characters so much. I grew up on these characters. I want really good figures for them, and so it disappoints me more than anything when I get bad figures. It was not fun for me to have spent 2.5 years actually, collecting shit tons of McFarlane figures, and then to be like, I just can't do this anymore, and get rid of 2/3 of them, except for the ones I really, really, really wanted to keep that I thought were actually good figures. It's not fun. I don't do it just to fucking be like, fuck McFarlane. But it's like, I know you can do better, Todd. Like, I've seen it. Look at your Warhammer collection. It's fucking phenomenal, And some of his figures that I have are fucking phenomenal. Some of his figures are absolutely great. Some of the ones that I kept are fantastic. It's the little things, like this figure with these stupid-ass knees that bend like that for some reason, or the fact that he can't just put shorter shoulder pegs on this so that it works correctly. It's little stuff like that that could be so fucking easily fixed, and he doesn't seem to care when it comes to this line. He cares. I still think he cares more about. He puts more time and effort into his Spawn stuff than he does into his DC Multiverse stuff.
Oh, like those Commando Spawns. Those look good. The Call of Duty Spawns.
I prefer the classic version of that Spawn, because the cape is a separate piece, and if you take off the bullet things off his chest and put the cape back on, you got a classic Spawn. So,
but it's disappointing because I know we all know DC Multiverse is his biggest line, obviously, right? Yeah. It became his biggest line instantaneously as soon as he got the rights. So put some more fucking effort into it, dude.
It's just a cash cow for him right now.
Yeah.
He about burned out all the retailers too, though. He flooded the market. He overproduced, flooded the market with too much stuff, so he can get like the little ribbon, like most sold action figure of so and so year. He overproduced, and the stores had to clearance them out for like a couple $1 a piece, and they like went into like Ross's and other like discount chains for like $3 a piece.
Yep.
Yeah. So.
But
that's why when you go to retail stores now, the McFarlane section is tiny.
Yeah, mine's
They got burned.
my local Walmart doesn't have that much McFarlane's. All they've got now is the Lucius Fox, the Batman Superman Fusion, the 66 Batman. Not much really.
Sis for Life says, my dad said the same thing before leaving. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed.
I want your soul.
I'm gonna be honest.
Hey, at least your dad said something. Shit.
Yeah. I'm gonna be honest. I wish
He will one day come back with that gallon of milk.
Mm-hmm.
I will say this: I like Luke Cage more than Iron Fist in this 2-pack. If I'm being honest,
Which just surprised me when I grabbed a couple of those Luke Cages off eBay for custom fodder.
Yeah,
People were selling the Luke Cage, and I was like, "All right, I'll take it."
I think out of the two, Iron Fist. Where did I put him? Out of the two, yes, Iron Fist gets the more posability, but the feel in hand, I prefer Luke Cage.
Well, the Luke Cage is a more impressive figure.
He is, and he feels a lot more like I feel like this Iron Fist put into it. It's going to lose.
Plus, too, the Luke Cage is all new. It's an all new buck.
Yes.
They're just using some new parts on the renew your valves for Iron Fist.
Yeah, like the legs and arms and stuff.
Yeah, you got a new upper torso. And...
I mean, it's still aesthetically a cool looking figure, but I just like this one's loose on me eventually. While Luke Cage, I could mess around with him for a long while.
So I got a question for you guys. Okay, for Jared.
No.
I'm trying to think. I want.
That was me.
I know. My original idea was to kit bash this with a gold label one. Now the gold label ones are selling for too fucking much money. That's not going to happen. So I'm trying to think what I can do to this guy. I mean, I can do some paint work to him to make him look better.
Do you have a Books A Million near you?
Books A Million, never heard of it. So that's a no.
No. Well, they sell books, but they also sell
a million other things.
Yes, a ton of other stuff like toy collectibles, NECAs, all that. So I mean, I know Books Millions. You got a better chance of getting them platinums over there at their store than anything.
Yeah, I've never heard of them, but
if you don't have a Books A Million, you don't.
Yeah.
Oh, he has, and this dude has no thigh swivel. Is it stuck, or does he not really have thigh? He doesn't have thigh swivel.
Anyway, you were wanting to say you were.
What's yours? Does yours have thigh swivel? Mine doesn't.
Is it stuck?
It does. It moves like.
I mean, mine. So, I mean, if I can force it to move this much, but like if I let go, it goes right back to where it was.
Well, that's the problem with these McFarlane figures. These swivels are built. They use the same joints, but they never clearance inside the legs for them to turn. So they collide. So you can actually heat and pop these out, and basically, if you're really careful with a Dremel, you can actually put some clearance in here and actually get some movement into the hip swivel.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think what to do with this dude. I don't like the Superman logo on the chest is too dull.
Yeah, for Cyborg Superman, it should have been metallic. He's put metallic S's on other figures, but he didn't do it on that one.
And it's not even that, and he didn't even make it bright. Like, look at it compared to the cape. It's a dull red and a dull yellow compared to the cape.
Mine's even got a wash on the S symbol.
Yeah. So I'm trying to figure out what I can do with this dude to like.
I cut these like McFarlane hips where I can actually got thigh swivel now.
Oh, nice.
I cut out part of the ass cheek, and I dremeled out the inside, so you can actually use the thigh swivel. Which is...
Oh, I didn't know. It's a Sid for Life. You said I need an army of plastic men. I don't know if I need that. I think one's enough for me.
He needs the loop arm.
Thinking about maybe doing like the legs in red, doing some red accents on the lower legs, like they're boots. And then
well, you know what would look better if you actually swap the legs out with another Superman.
But I like the sculpt. But I'm thinking about doing like all those pieces that are coming off from the shin up to the side, doing all those in red.
I wonder if you what it would look like if you swapped it from the knees down. Like,
well, that was my idea to do that with the gold label version, because I like the knees down on the gold label. That's what I was going to do. That's why I wanted to buy both of them, but that ain't going to happen because that fucker's too expensive. So,
right.
I mean, like his lower legs have red accents all over them, but I think I can do that myself. And then I'm thinking about filling in all the gaps between the plates on the legs and stuff, and just
this is what I hate about these stupid ankles. You can't get it to stop where it needs to stop.
No, the detents aren't in the right position, and they never have been, and he hasn't fixed it in 4 fucking years. Why he hasn't fixed it in 4 years, I don't know. It's been a common complaint with McFarlane.
Too far forward or too far down.
Yeah. And so the only way you can get him to stand is by adjusting the upper torso to balance him out.
Mm-hmm.
But it's cool. You put it on a flat stand, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
You know what this yelling head?
Little figures.
You know what this Luke Cage yelling head reminds me of? Reminds me of what's his name? Terry Crews, the yelling head.
Which, when Terry Crews was a little bit younger, that's who I always thought who should have been playing Luke Cage.
Yeah. It looks sort of like him in the face. It reminds me like the Old Spice commercials where he's always yelling power.
Interesting. That is interesting. I was looking at the elbow joint on his right arm. I'm sorry, left arm.
Mm-hmm.
It's like an import joint.
Mm.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? It's that 3-piece joint.
Yep.
Well, that's because he went pinless, so he's got those inserts in there now instead of using pins.
I got a question for y'all. If you're working on this 2-pack and you have the choice, what would you give Luke Cage as an accessory?
The bracers off the earlier version.
The bracers?
Yep.
I probably would. I need to find me some custom ones to put on him.
And if you had like the old one, those bracers fit.
Mm-hmm. He's still a cool figure. It's just he's lacking accessories, unlike Iron Fist.
I probably could a chain belt.
Yeah.
I wonder if the one off the little tiny one would fit.
Maybe.
Ooh, that looks good there. Thank you, Sith. I looked at that. That looks way better.
What is it?
Here, I'll screen share.
Oh, you posted on my Discord.
Yeah, let me screen share. Somebody painted up that figure here.
Ooh, that looks very nice. That's the platinum.
No, it's not. But somebody painted the regular version.
Oh, okay.
Replaced the arm.
That looks good.
The arm, yeah.
They replaced the arm. I'm trying to think. I can't tell where they replaced it.
Cyborg.
That's the same upper arm, so they must have replaced the lower. Well, yeah, they just replaced from the elbow down.
Now I gotta check out Discord.
People have been using the Justice League Cyborg Superman arm to replace the big one.
That's not what they did there.
No,
yeah, that's not the Cyborg Superman arm, but that is well. What is that? No, it doesn't have the spikes coming off unless he cut them off. Yeah, I don't know what arm he used there. I like what he did. I like what he did with the silver in here.
Yep.
Repainting the silver on the inside. I like that he went ahead and did the blue over the side here.
Made it
and
look
then
like
brought the silver up to the face up here. That looks good. That's a good looking.
That's a really good custom.
That's better looking than what McFarlane gave us.
Well, too, McFarlane wants to be cheap.
Okay, there's a better look at that arm.
To be fair, McFarlane wants to be cheap too. He don't want to use actual paint. He'd rather sculpt the part than paint it.
Yeah, that's not this arm. What arm is that?
Oh, I think he just took the other arm and flipped it.
Maybe.
Oh, is that what he did?
Might have.
I'm looking at the skull.
Oh yeah, he totally did. That's what it is. You're right. That's what it is.
The arm is abstract enough where you could do that.
Yeah. He totally just flipped the arm.
That works.
Huh.
Oh, I bet too. Like the with this type of joint, he's able to pop that arm out and just flip the joint around.
Mm-hmm.
The forearm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that looks good. That's good inspiration there. Thank you, Sith. I like that.
He said he BRB.
Yeah, that's good. That's some good inspiration there. I like that blue a lot better too than the blue that's on this figure.
Yeah, that's really odd, like desaturated blue.
Yeah.
But,
yeah, I'm gonna do something with this dude. I don't know what yet.
Oh,
but that's
the brutal. Oh, the Brutal Realm campaign did it really well.
Oh yeah, I heard it.
$386,468, and their goal was 140. You got David Vonner connected to that too, like the father of like one of the founders of Toy Biz Marvel Legends. Those things are very articulated. The Lion-O one unlocked at 300,000. The homage to Lion-O.
Yeah,
I really
looks
like
good
that
too,
one.
man. It's nice. Best Lion-O figure I've seen in a long time.
Yep.
Wait, what are we talking about? I don't think I've seen this yet.
We've talked about it in like the past 3 weeks in a row, like Brutal Realm.
Oh yeah, sorry, my mind went blank.
Well, quit thinking about Plastic Man.
If I was thinking about Plastic Man, he'd be here right with me right now. But he is on that top shelf, minding his own business. So.
Sure he is.
Do you see? Look, do you see him here anywhere?
We didn't say we could see him, but
He's in your pants. We know it.
If he was here,
Pants.
if he was here, he'd be right here. If he was here, you'd see him in a bathrobe or something, or jacking off maybe.
Oh.
Well, we know where he's at.
Yeah, he's on the top shelf making love to Harley Quinn.
He's making love something other.
That's just thinking, you're an absolute retard. For a fetus, you're a retard.
I like
I
that.
will have to say, the sculpt on the motorcycle on the ATV is kind of simple.
Yeah, but it works, man. It
Hey,
works.
it's simple and clean.
I would suggest like dropping down the footrest or something, because he has to sit on there pretty awkwardly. When I have a king quad, and when I sit on it, and my legs go to the floorboards, like it's a big four-wheeler.
And the donut fits in the box.
The middle section should drop down a little bit lower. Would have made them rest on the bike a little, sit on the bike a little easier.
Jax has got the same knee cut as the older Mario Bros figures do. I think might be the same.
Man, I don't want to be sitting on this bike when that gun's firing on the back.
No.
Yeah, the same.
You'll be like, for the rest of your life, what?
Same knee. It looks like the same knee cut.
Yep.
It's a bee.
It's me, Mario.
Ooh, phone.
Ooh. My wife has been going crazy with Simpsons. She has been wanting to watch it frequently.
My daughter, yeah, dude, my daughter's been watching. So first of all, my daughter has watched every episode of Simpsons ever before, and she just started rewatching it.
Well, you watch it for find out what's going to happen in the future.
They were pretty good at predicting stuff. They are.
But,
my wife, I'll tell you a funny story. We were at my local Target.
that's hilarious.
Yeah, I'll tell you a story. We were at my local Target. Me and the wife was.
Well, that's an awesome story.
Yeah, yeah. We went to Target. We go to
Ollie's. You said now you're changing stories up now. Which
No,
is it? Did you go to Ollie's or did you go to Target?
We went to both. But this was at Target. We went to both. But this was at Target. So we go to Target. We go to the collector's section. They have back there for sale.
What kind of collector section? They got different sections over there. What
Be specific, sir.
Yeah, you gotta have the facts, man. You got these.
Target has a collector's section. Is
Well,
what they
what kind of collectibles? They got different collectibles in there.
SH Figure Arts, NECA, model kits, all that stuff. The high
Collectible toys.
Okay, toys. Sorry, I say section. Excuse me. Thank you, Einstein.
He said sex. He said sex.
Anyway, so we go over there, and I happen to find the talking Krusty the Clown doll over there. I show it to her, and I pull the string, and it's like, yeah, it was the laughter, and it's got that smile, that big smile on his face. And I said, honey, you want this? Because she's standing there looking at me pull the string, and she's smiling at me like she wants it. And she's like, no. I said, are you sure? You could just put that on your nightstand tonight, wake up in the middle of the night, and there he is just staring at you in your sleep. She's like, no, I don't want it. Like, are you sure? I'll buy it for you. She's like, no. I was tempted to buy it for her.
I'm just curious, like, how in the world do they come up? Hey, we need to make a new wave of figures. Let's make this dude.
Fucking Captain First Aid Kit.
It's like, I know there's all kinds of great villains we haven't made yet. Let's make this dude.
He's the Marvel equivalent of Lifeline.
But he's what sucks. He's has nothing to do. He's not a medic.
I know. He just looks like one, which makes no sense. But
he's a sniper. It's like a stealth sniper in bright red and white.
I'll tell you one thing I wish Jackson...
And we still have not gotten the UFOs. But we got this.
Never going to get them.
Yeah. I'll tell you one thing I wish Jackson would make. I know they won't. But it would be nice if they did make Family Guy figures. To go with your Simpsons. Like, make Family Guy. But I know we're never going to get that.
Never going to get.
Not Family Guy.
Now, now we're losing this stuff. I will have to say, as a customizer, I did have a good use for this stuff. This makes great dry brushing paper.
It does, totally. Although it's just wax paper. You can buy this shit at the store.
Yeah, but then I can't have an excuse to like have this stuff now. And this is a horrible idea for action figures. A rubber strap for the rifle, because it's too rigid. Even though it is soft plastic, it's still too rigid for an action figure. You put that on here when you try to use it as a rifle, and it's just going to it's not going to droop like properly. Muzzle flash and muzzle smoke and 2 fist hands.
Oh Jesus! I'm running out of silver. I got to order some more paint.
Rough silver is beautiful paint. That Mr. Hobby.
Yeah, the stuff I got is the this is the Silver Metallic 2. This stuff.
Oh, nice. I've heard that's good too.
I'm running low on it, so I'm mixing it up with some thinner, make it last longer.
I always use the thinner anyway. The The brush
Yeah,
paint.
I do too. But
because you're technically supposed to like thin it down for your airbrush it, and so I just thin it down to brush paint. So many people think you can't like brush paint smooth. You just thin it.
Yeah. I always, every time I open every time I open one of these, if I haven't used them in a while, I fucking throw thinner in there because you know how they thicken up when you haven't used them for a couple weeks.
Yeah, I got to thin down my black.
I always throw a little thinner in there and shake it up. And
I was using my black yesterday. It was like,
get it ready.
Shit, it's getting too thick.
By the way, thank you, Sith. You have inspired me to start fucking with this dude already.
Oh, were we talking about toy news today?
Oh, is there any toy news? There is toy news. I got some toy news. Let me get my stuffs pulled up here.
I did a review.
I don't have a second monitor, so I was gonna let you.
I'll do it. So this went up for pre-order. We saw this was announced. Was this before Comic-Con?
I think it was one of the last things they had revealed at FTC or something.
Yeah, so we got the 2-pack
or the stream afterwards.
I will say, while I don't care about these figures because it's just not, my MCU shelf doesn't need these. I don't care about these, having like, these are army builders, which, I mean, thank God they finally put just 2 army builders in a fucking thing together instead of putting it in an army builder with some other character. Like,
right.
So that's good. I don't care about adding to my MCU shelf at this point, so I'm not really that concerned. But
I would probably be more interested in Shikari.
These are good looking figures. And I like the way they did that torso where you've got the arms on the lower portion of the torso and the arms on the upper portion. They look like they get really good articulation. You've got that reverse ab crunch down there at the bottom with a diaphragm joint up at the top. I'd say this looks like a well-engineered figure for what it is. Again,
$60 is a hard pill to swallow.
That's the thing, though, right? Like, they're $60, so you're paying $30 a figure. Now, that being said, I mean, if you look at the picture, like, these are bigger figures.
Yeah.
They're not huge, but they are bigger than your average.
Well, if they were single release, they would still be like a $25 price point figure.
I know, that's the thing. If these were like if this was a $40, $45 set, I'd probably pick it up. At $60, I'm like, I don't really care about what are these things even called again? They're not the Chichari, they're the Outriders or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't really care, but it does look like a well-done figure. I will give them that. It looks like a well-done figure. It looks like it was well-engineered. And so hopefully, I mean, I would love to see them use this mold for something else because I think it's, do a head swap and, I mean, dude, can you imagine this? Do a lower leg swap and a head swap and maybe hand swaps and do like a 4-armed Carnage or something?
Mm-hmm. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, there's potential with this thing to do some cool figures. I think it looks like a well-engineered figure.
How fat to reply to your comment, Matt?
Oh, what? Which comment? What the fuck did I say?
The last one.
Hey, monsters are monsters. Don't worry about them being from the MCU. They can work with comics. They can. They totally can.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. They look good. I like them. And I think there's potential for this mold to be used to do other cool stuff. So, I mean, just looking at this dude, like right here, dude, that looked like it'd be a badass 4-armed Venom or something, Mm-hmm. So I can see there being some cool stuff. But anyway, it's up for pre-order now. Entertainment Earth, Big Bad Toy Store, everywhere else. So if anybody's interested in it, $60, you can pick them up. I mean, I think they're good-looking figures. Just not really something I'm interested in at the moment. And then we're getting SH Figure Arts, Peter B. Parker in May. We've only got the one promotional picture. So I hope he comes with the stuff. Maybe we'll see as we get more pictures. I hope they're giving him stuff to have a more traditional Spider-Man look as well.
I doubt it. If they're going to go completely based on the movie, he's not going to. He's going to be like...
The coat. Look, they did a good job on the fur coat. I will say the fur coat looks pretty. Fur robe, whatever that is, looks pretty good. This is not a look that I care for this. Like, I like Peter B. Parker as a character, and I have a couple of him. But the one I have that I like of him is the Is it the SH Figure Arts one? No, it's not the SH Figure Arts one. It's the Sentinel one. The Sentinel one, where he's got the full Spider-Man costume on, you know, and I like that. The May Parker's cute, but I'm sure it's not articulated at all. It's a well-done figure for what it is. I'm just not interested in this version of that character.
It'd probably do, if it's got any articulation, be like a baldwin at the base of each of the arms and legs where they can go.
I mean, too, this could be like a casual Peter B. Parker. You know, like you said, you got the Sentinel of him in the suit. This could be a casual Peter B. Parker, like just like day off. So I mean,
funny, like I don't care. I got this Ollie for $10, but I don't really care. I got just so we can finish up the Build-A-Figure. The leg is, the hole for that leg apparently is not centered, and there's like a big lip right here on the hips. It's like,
that is a good idea. Name with Hell says customize that into a Ben 10 character. Yeah, that actually.
Oh yeah, there you go.
That would be a good Ben 10 character.
Forearms, yeah.
I used to watch Ben 10 with my son because he was into it back when it first came on.
Well, the first came on, it was so much better too.
Like, I remember it was a pretty good show. I don't know a lot about it because I mean I was like fucking, I don't know, 30 by the time that show existed.
I didn't really watch the first series that much, but when they did it, like they did the time jump, and it's almost like a Young Justice type thing.
Alien Force.
I don't know what it.
Yeah, Alien Force is the one where they're teenagers. That's the one you're talking about.
JB, you're young enough to have enjoyed this show. I liked it as an adult watching it with my son when he was little. I thought it was actually really.
Kevin was a hero with the Dodge Charger.
Yes, where he touches an element and he gets that element as power, kind of like absorbing that, basically.
Which I thought that was a really good show.
Oh, it is, and it's more mature ethic than the first season, than the original Ben 10 is.
It was in the same universe. It continued the story, which was really good.
Yes, and they made it they gave it more mature elements because again, it's like, oh, we're based this to our fans of the original series.
I love the little clips like, you got to treat a woman like a car, and William goes like, go on. No, I don't think I will.
I remember that. That was a good part. Did you go on?
We got the Target Geek Out, which is all DC stuff, I think. But we heard about this a couple weeks ago that they were going to release this, which I know, Jared, you're very excited. You're hard right now when I pop this picture up.
Oh yeah,
you're just like rock hard.
Yeah,
he's like,
we got that Batwing, a little action here. Oh yeah. You got the grip.
Plastic Man, hold your hands while y'all get hard.
So JB, you got to ruin the whole thing.
Messing it up, man. Just messing it up.
Well, I'm glad they're actually reissuing this. Is glad to see. It's, he waited a year after he did this like really expensive $350 one or whatever it was, but for the Flash movie. Yeah, and you can get this for like, was it $80?
Yeah, this is one if I can find it. Unlike the Batmobile, I will definitely pick this one up.
It looks like it's actually black instead of blue. The Batmobile where he reissued was blue.
The Batmobile, like, I like it, but like I was telling you guys last week, like I had it in my fucking cart at Target, and I was just looking at it like, I have 3 other Batmobiles on my shelf. I don't have any more room for it. Like, it just, you know what I mean? Like, it was cool, but in the end, I put it back because I was like, I don't need it. I don't, like, whatever. This is something, if I find it,
I got the OG one. It is damn nice.
Which one?
The Batmobile. I got the animated series Batmobile, the OG.
Oh yeah, it's really nice. I liked it a lot. I was just really like, it came down to like, okay, I don't have room for it. How much do I really want it? Do I want it enough to like get rid of one of my other Batmobiles or something like? You know what I mean? It came down to like, not really. Not really.
It's also bigger than like the '89 Batmobile that McFarlane
Yes.
did.
Even though it's for 6-inch scale, somehow it's bigger than the one for 7-inch scale, which makes no sense. But I guess to McFarlane it does. But whatever. It's appropriately sized for what it is. But whatever. I mean, it's Uncle
she
Todd, so I mean, we've literally just been sitting here talking about this the whole chat. But this one I definitely do want. That it looks cool, and plus I can hang it from the ceiling, so I don't care. We're getting a new Batgirl.
Classic Batgirl.
Yeah, I mean, I've got the other one that came out, which is like the same figure, just in a different color scheme. And I got the gold label one, where she comes in like the purple Yvonne Craig honorary colors.
Yep.
Or tribute colors, I should say, which I really like. So I have no reason to get this one because I like the one I have better. I think it's a better color scheme for her. But it's a Build-A-Figure set, and I do like their Build-A-Figures. So I might end up picking it up just for the Zeus Build-A-Figure. To be honest,
Maximilian.
Yeah, because that figure does look cool. But we're getting that one. We're getting Christmas Joker. I couldn't give a rat's ass about this figure, except for the Zeus piece. Here's my dilemma again. Like, I love Joker. Joker is my all-time favorite villain. I just don't care about a Christmas Joker. But
this is good for, like, you put up on like above your fireplace or something like that as a Christmas ornament. Like, just get it out like once a year, like Christmas time.
Maybe, but do I want to pay $25 for a Christmas ornament? I don't know.
I mean, you could always like.
Well, they're $30, aren't they? The Build-A-Figure ones.
They're 20.
Are they 30? I don't even remember. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even remember.
Think these are 30 at Target.
They are, because I know we went to the store today, and we scanned one. It said $24.
Well,
I thought they were 25.
Yeah, maybe they are $30.
They might be okay. Well, I was going to suggest, Matt, if you get this, I would take the Joker and you get the Build-A-Figure part.
Oh, that's not a bad idea.
I'll take the Joker.
Okay, then how about this? Whichever one of us finds one first, Well, if you find it first, I'll pay for half of it just to get that Build-A-Figure piece.
Sounds fair.
If JB finds it first, it'll be like 3 weeks before he tells us.
No,
by the way, I found it,
but then I decided I wanted to Build-A-Figure.
No, I don't care much about Zeus, like building the Build-A-Figure that much. So if I do find it, I will get it, and I'll send you the Build-A-Figure part.
Okay. All right, it's a deal. We'll do that. And if I find it first, I'll send you the Joker.
JB, I'll have a review of Zeus on his channel, and think.
No,
I'll be like,
I'm not,
bro.
I'm not. Come on, y'all know me better than that. Y'all know me better than that.
Yeah, we do know you. It's like, hey, look at this rare figure I found in the store. They had like 5 on the shelf on there, but I didn't call you or message you.
I'm sorry. Every time you say it, Jared, you always make me feel bad. It's like
That's the point. He's trying to make you feel bad.
I know he's trying to make me cry.
But anyway, all right. So what else we got here? After Joker, we've got Arctic whatever Batman. Look. This is stupid, but I kind of like it because it reminds me of the old Kenner toys from back in the day. So this is kind of one I actually do want because it's stupid, but it's cool.
Literally, the shot is the same Batman from the first wave. They just put it white over.
They just put white stripes on him. Yes, yeah. I know. But I do like this one. This was one I do want to get. I do like this line a lot. I've been really digging this line. Then we get another Two-Face, and I look at him, and he's kind of different from the one I already have.
Well, the one I have is better looking. The other one's New Adventures. This is the animated series.
The one I already have for New Adventures is better looking than this. It's a better.
New Adventures one's got tiny feet.
He does. No, you are absolutely right. They're very V-shaped figures, like really, really, really extremely V-shaped figures.
Well, I'll do you the same way. If you don't want this, I'll pay half your set, and I'll take you.
Okay. Yeah, I'll do the same thing because yeah, I don't really want this figure, but I do want to build a figure.
Because I like the New Adventures one from back in the day, but I like this style better, and it don't have a horrible cell shading on it.
All right, that's fair enough for everybody.
Okay. I like this. By the way, as we've been sitting here, I've been painting these. I painted one of the legs. Look at. Can you see this? Here, let me throw this up here.
Justin Collects. He says he's excited for this wave. Pretty much caved on all the Batman Emmett series line. Nostalgia wins again.
They're really good. They are good. I like them a lot, man.
Justin Collects. Good.
I don't know how well the light's going to come across.
Oh, those look good.
So this is the one. This is the one I painted in an appropriate blue, and this is the one that is just.
That's the standard, the faded blue, the bright blue.
I like this blue a lot better.
What blue are you using?
So,
what blue are you using?
This is the. Put the cap back on here so I don't spill it. This is the Mr. Hobby, Mr. Color 110.
Oh, nice.
So, and it's that's a beautiful fucking blue. That's a great blue.
Now, just if anybody's getting into Mr. Hobby, we did find out from Corey from Casting Cave, it can cause an allergic reaction to certain people, which it does to Corey. He can't use that paint.
Oh wow!
It's like almost like a shellfish allergy when he uses it.
Ooh.
That's not good.
He about killed him.
I've had conversations with Corey. He's a really good guy.
Yep.
And
let's see. What else we got here?
Said if he finds a head sculpt you're looking for, he will paint it for you too, which I like. Then this, I seen this today.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I kind of want this
because you buy it,
cool mask.
You gotta wear it on stream.
I know. I don't remember what the price is on this thing, but it's probably like way more than I'd be willing to spend.
It's not full size though, is it?
I thought it was. Wasn't he coming out with one that was full size? Is this not that one?
I don't know.
I thought he was coming out with one that was actually like full size.
Todd scale is not his thing.
Oh, it's 1/3 scale. Never mind. Look at that Zeus. That's great. I want that Zeus.
Y'all remember
that? See, that's the one I want. I want that in the Batman. Out of that whole wave, I want that in the Batman. Those are the two that I want.
Do y'all remember how this episode went down of this one with Zeus?
It's been a long time. So
I have not. Yeah, I haven't watched that in a long time. So I do not remember.
I had on VHS.
I can tell you right now.
What?
The last time I saw this episode, you weren't born.
No, I'm saying when I was young, Mom got me an animated series where they had them on VHS, like random episodes. This was one of those episodes that was on there. Was about this guy. Was about Maximilian Zeus. They had like a split personality, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Where he had like where he mainly thought he was a god, but he was a human.
That's why Todd likes him. Todd can
this make the list and not the you folks. Freaking egghead.
I'm okay. I gotta tell you. I didn't tell you all this. I should have, but we went to an Ollie's. This was like a couple weeks ago. They had the packaging for that Eggman, for Egghead, but someone took out the figure and replaced it. You know what they replaced it with?
What?
The Infinity War Iron Man that has the light up chest.
That seems like a more viable figure.
Yeah, it's a way better figure.
They replaced it. They replaced it with the one that has no torso articulation but has a light up feature, that Iron Man figure.
It came in the 3-pack.
Yes, with the Doctor Strange Thanos, which I have loose. I have both of those.
I got it.
That's a dumb swap out.
It is.
I saw a picture either today or yesterday, one where somebody, the new Deadpool figure that's out, that's the reissue of the previous Deadpool. Somebody had like swapped out a brand new classified figure set into the box. It's like you swapped out a more valuable figure.
I got a funny swap. I saw somebody post while they were in Target. Somebody literally, I don't know why they did this. They were stupid, whoever did. They took the Infinity Saga Captain America box, right? And do you know what was in it? The Sentinel Spider-Man, Peter Parker. Someone literally put that figure in the box and sent it to the Target, No accessories, just Spider-Man with the open hand, but literally sent it back.
Probably, I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt, even though they're still stupid. Probably KO.
No, it was not a KO. It was a legit thing.
How do you know it was legit?
Was
Because
it you? Did you find it? Are you the dude who passed up?
no, but I have the authentic version, and I watched your video.
And
about it.
I've heard the Sentinel KO is really nice.
Oh,
KO is really nice.
I've seen comparison videos, but I've got the genuine thing up here on my shelf.
And Matt's got the don't you have the KO?
He's
Yeah.
got the KO. I have
Really
the
nice figure,
one.
especially for $15, dude. Like, hell
That's
yeah.
more than likely what it is. It was in that packaging. It's
No, it was the actual thing. I can tell you straight up that it was. I don't know why somebody would do that, but yeah. People just
Yo,
like
this blue is pimp tight. Like, this blue is way better.
people just like to swap out figures to get their money back.
All right, let's move on. We got more stuff here. This
That
I could give a crap about this over here, but this 3-pack I like that because again I like. I mean this line is great,
Yeah.
as we were already discussing, but this line is great, and we're finally getting.
Here's-
Was there ever? I could see. I didn't collect the original DC Direct line, but did they have all these figures? Or these just re-releases?
yes, those are
Okay.
releases.
Because I assumed they would have Supergirl and Poison Ivy. I just didn't know if they had Livewire.
I don't know about Livewire. I know they had Poison Ivy. Well, I'm not 100%. I don't think Todd's going to engineer any of these.
Yeah.
But they got to be reissues.
Supergirl has been made before. Supergirl has. I know that, but I do not.
No,
think-
I'm positive Supergirl's been done before. I just wasn't
Yeah.
sure about Livewire.
I don't think Livewire has
Yeah,
ever.
I got the original Ivy on the New Adventures Ivy.
Yeah, I don't think Livewire though was ever made. So this might be a first.
Which is cool. Livewire was one of those. Was Livewire one of those characters that was in the show first before it was in the comics? Because I don't remember
I can't
Livewire from the
remember.
comics, but I remember when she showed up in Adventures of Superman.
I know Harley Quinn was one of the ones that showed up in the show first.
Yeah, Harley Quinn showed up in the show first, but for some reason I was thinking Livewire was too, but I may be wrong. Because
I can't remember. It's been over 30 years. I can't remember.
yeah, I just don't personally remember Livewire from before the show.
Yeah. I know she was in the comics, so I got the comic.
Yeah, I know she's in the comics. I just don't remember if it was because when was Adventures of Superman? 95, 94, 95? When did that show premiere? It was it was after a few seasons of
Yo,
Batman Animated Series.
it might have been
What did you
90. It might have been 95.
Yeah, I feel like it was mid 90s somewhere, 94, 95 when
Let me be
Adventures of Superman came out.
Came
Which
out-
I loved Adventures of Superman.
Yeah.
The show was so damn good. As a huge Superman fan, that show has not gotten enough love, in my opinion, over the years. It is a wonderful, wonderful representation of specifically Superman, but all of those characters in the Superman mythos.
So for Life said 96. So that was
96 to
96.
2000.
yeah. He said 96. I know because I seen that cartoon when it came out. But yeah, these three figures are great.
Yeah, they look fantastic. I like them. I don't care about these at all. That Batman Arkham figure is not a great figure, by the way.
But
And I don't this see-through crap, whatever. But
I heard a comic theory, and it's about the Poison Ivy right there. That the real Poison Ivy, it was in a comic, like a tie-in comic for the new Avengers. That this Poison Ivy you see in the new animated series is a clone of Poison Ivy. That it's not the real Poison Ivy at all. That this is her clone, like they did in the House and Garden episode.
Livewire showed up in the comics in 86.
okay, so she was in the comics first. She just wasn't. I mean, she was not a character I was really aware of. But yeah, I like this. I like that 3-pack. That looks cool. More Todd figures. Of course, the Spawn figure. We were just talking about this a little bit earlier. Good looking figure. Again, goes to what we were talking about earlier. I think he still puts way more effort into.
No, I'm sorry. I was wrong. It wasn't 86. 2006 was her first appearance in the comics.
So
she was in the cartoon first.
It was
She was in the cartoon first. Okay.
It's kind of funny how he gave the armor, like the more tactical Spawn, he gave him the Joker gun.
Again, this is a great looking figure, and I do want to pick these up because, or the Commando one, the Call of Duty one, whatever he's calling it, because I've got the original Commando Spawns up there, the original ones from '96. I've got the silver version and the gold version, and so I kind of want to get those just to like put them on the wall next to the originals. But I'm telling you, look at these, like it. You can tell he still puts way more effort into Spawn than he does in the DC multiverse.
Oh yeah.
Well,
which I get it. That's his character and his creations. I get it, but like
it's kind of similar to like you got this basic ass figure here, and you got these.
Yeah,
this is their property. They put more money into it.
And also, think too, he puts more work into this because he's not restricted by Warner Brothers.
And I don't buy the whole restricted by Warner Brothers. That's not why. That's not why he gives us shitty versions of characters and costumes people don't give a crap about.
By restricted, I mean like he can't put guns in.
Well, it's not what we're referring to. It's just better quality figure.
But I'm talking about like again, why did we get this version of, Cyborg Superman before the Hank Henshaw version? You know what I mean? That's his choice. As you know,
it's like he keeps making the wrong version. This is not the first appearance.
He keeps on doing New 52 or Rebirth version of characters. It's like we don't want those versions.
Yeah,
we want classic. I've got a shelf dedicated to classic interpretations of all the Justice League up here on my shelf. It's like that's what we want. We want classic iterations of the characters, not Rebirth, not New 52. I mean, how long did it take for us to get a classic Wonder Woman? 4 years since the line started?
Yeah, 4 fucking years. Which is insane, dude. It's Wonder Woman.
What was insane was his interview with Shardamus explaining why he don't want to do female figures. He's like, it would like make people into psychopaths. Like a little boy's getting a female action figure instead of a male figure.
And look, after 4 years too, what do we get? We finally got a definitive classic Batman and a classic Flash figure. Like we finally got 2 other figures. A Batman and a Flash as well.
You gotta love Amazon's like way they ship stuff.
Amazon has horrible packaging. When it comes to shipping, they're awful.
Well, they'll put something in the proper size box.
Yeah.
Lengthwise, they don't turn it sideways and just then do this.
That's why, like big bad toy stores
and people working at Amazon are like, we deserve more money. It's like, do you?
I mean, that's why I like Big Bad Toy Store, because they actually care about their consumers and their customers, and they'll take care of your items you pay for. So,
I will say I've only ever had one issue with something I ordered from Big Bad Toy Store.
I have
customer service wise, and they took care of it fucking immediately and gave me more than I ever I did not. They were like, keep the thing. Here's credit, and then here's an extra $10 for your trouble. And I was like, really? I was expecting them to tell me to send it back and all this shit. No, they fucking just and it was immediate too, dude. Like within a couple of hours of me emailing them that I had an issue with a figure that I got from them. Yep. And I was like, I was very impressed.
The only time I've had any issues with anything from Big Bad Toy Store is a Super 7 product and a Valaverse product, and they took care of it both times.
You want to guess what the issue was? What figure? What company mine was?
Valaverse?
No.
Super 7?
No.
McFarlane.
Yes, this was McFarlane. And again, it wasn't their fault. Like they totally could have just said, "You need to contact the manufacturer." You know what I mean? They could have told me that, and because they're just a retailer. They didn't make the damn thing, and what was wrong with it wasn't anything they did. It had nothing to do with their shipping or anything like that. It was a fucked up figure,
But I mean, I've had conversations with some of the customer service people from Big Bad, and they are very nice people.
Yeah. I'm surprised they kept doing business with Super 7 after that Wave 2 Thundercats stuff. They had so much stuff they had like issue like refunds and ship out new people. It got to be so bad they quit doing replacements. There's like either most of the time they'll offer you like, oh, we'll send you another one out. If they get too many returns on the one item, they won't do that no more. They'll just issue you a refund.
Yeah.
And with those, they had to get them back because apparently there were so many of them they probably had to ship them back to Super 7 to get their money back.
I only bought one Thundercats Super 7 figure. That was the version 2 line on that. I've not bought another one since.
I thought about those light-up ones. The renders look great. The figures they showed at SDC look like shit.
Yeah, but that's like
it's the line with the vagina biceps.
Yeah, but that's almost like every action figure. The render usually looks better than the actual product. There are times though where the final product does look better than the render.
Super 7 is the master at catfishing on action figures.
Absolutely.
Let's see what else we got here. I know we got more figures. Oh, the Epic Hacks. You seen those? Those I got that email today.
I did. Those look great.
They look fantastic.
And they're 1/12 scale, so
it looks like they're using those new blank bodies that they got coming out.
Yep.
I mean, these are all original characters, so I mean, there's not really, but really well done. Like that dude would look great next to the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Oh yeah.
Look at that. That looks like that almost looks like that you put a ponytail on him. That almost looks like what's his face from Starjammers.
That's the same figure with 3 different heads.
Yeah. This one I'm curious about. Don't know about the torso. I don't know if that's an overlay or if that's the mold.
I think it's an overlay because I would assume that's their new female buck.
Don't have much interest in a Roman soldier, but looks cool. Or Greek soldier, whatever that's supposed to be. I don't know. This dude looks awesome. Got like a badass samurai, I guess. I don't know.
It looks like a mix of some kind of gladiator mixed with a samurai.
Yeah.
Like a fusion, basically.
Yep. That's what mixed
like
is.
Collector fusion.
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look cool. These look cool, man.
Corner at the.
And they're $40, $39.99, which
not bad.
That's not bad, dude. When you compare them to a lot of other companies out there doing stuff like this that are doing one-offs like Loose Collector and stuff. I mean, these are only $5 more than like fucking Valaverse. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
I don't think have we seen Viewmaster on here before? If not, welcome to the channel. The Super 7 pricing is off the chart. Do the figures with 5 points articulation and total turn off. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're ridiculous.
But that's a great deal right there. It's $40 and you get all that, and you can display it 3 different ways. Actually, multiple different ways. You got you swap the lower legs out.
Mm-hmm.
You have to buy 2 or 3 of those.
Yeah. I think this one comes with 2 heads.
I like that.
Was it 2 heads? I can't remember. Which one did that one come with? Yeah, 2 heads, so you can have it kind of this.
Ooh, I like the alien head.
Yeah. Looks like, yeah.
You put the alien head on there, and like another one would be good for the Guardians of the Galaxy show.
It was like something out of like Mass Effect or something, because they had this one here. Where is it? That one. So it looks like all done up. Looks pretty cool, man. These are cool, and again, for a smaller company doing 6-inch scale stuff with there's no IP here, right? They're making their own characters. $40, dude. That's not a bad price at all for that stuff. So, but those just went up for pre-order today. I got that email because they're like, "Oh, we see you bought Epic Hack stuff before. Maybe you'd like this." I'm like, "Well, I haven't got my Epic Hack shit yet. I'm waiting for my Red Sonja to get here, but it ain't here yet." So, speaking of Super 7, new Silverhawk stuff. Again, not my thing.
I would not touch these with a 7-foot pole. I watched Shartimus's. I think it was Shartimus did, or who was it? No, Pixel Dan. Pixel Dan did these. Just moving them, the chrome would start flaking off of them.
Oh God!
Here's the thing.
Something like this.
I never wanted
no
that
flake.
chrome of these.
No
I
flake.
just want them to be painted in metallic freaking paints, not
Like
flat
this?
paints.
Like this.
Exactly. It's durable. The chrome just flakes right off.
See, this is the difference. You got people who know what kind of paint to use, and you got a company who doesn't.
Well, I have no
I managed
desire.
to go this long without ever owning a Super 7 figure. I probably won't be changing anytime soon.
Yeah.
So, but they're out there. I know there are people that like them. That's fine. It's your thing.
All Super 7s too. The majority of them anyway. If you are interested in Super 7, just wait. Stores will start.
They go on clearance a lot. You know, if these things were like $35, maybe even $40, I'd be much more tempted to pick some of Super 7 stuff up.
So that's what I've been doing. I've been waiting to go on clearance and get them cheap, $35, $40. And I've actually been picking up
60, dude. No.
I've been picking up those Silverhawks and they're cheap.
Then more Super 7. I do like these. I got to be honest. These are cool. They're not. I mean, they're not articulated or anything, but they're pretty cool looking figures. I know they're only like 5 POA, but I don't know what's the price on these. We got a price. Figures a price 5.5 inch, $30. I can't do $30. If they were 20, I could do
$30 for 5 POA figures.
Yeah, I can't do 30. They're good looking figures. If they were 20, I would probably pick these up, but not for 30. These little ones, the 3 3/4 inch are 20.
That's still insane.
Yeah, those should be $10 figures.
Exactly. But they're going to be doing O-ring figures for Hasbro, G.I. Joe. There's 20.
Yeah,
which are very much more articulate than these.
Yeah, these should be 10. The other ones should be 20. And if they were, then I would be interested in like these. These I
got this from Entertainment Earth, like on clearance. The silver, silver. Let's open it.
New Evil Dead from NECA. We're getting a 2-pack here. I forget this chick's name. That's not his girlfriend.
I think it's his sister.
That's his sister? Okay, there we go.
It should stay on the packaging or on the solicitation.
My thing about them is I was looking at these. They come with single jointed elbows and knees.
Well, those are reissues of.
They're
old figures.
Oh, okay.
It's a reissue. This one.
Well, then what's the price point going to be on this, dude? $70. Suck my dick. Moving on. I ain't paying $70 for that shit. Oh, the new. I don't know who this is. This Figma Berserker skull fucking thing from Figma, but goddamn, does he look fucking badass?
It's an anime Berserk.
Dude, he looks fucking sweet.
That does look awesome.
There's a fucking badass looking dude. Look at the silver paint on him is perfect. Too bad he's true 6-inch scale, which means he's not going to fit in with anything else that you have. But, well, let me see. Let's see if it says how tall he is. He might be bigger. I know Figma occasionally does bigger stuff. 6.7 inches tall, so he's Marvel Legend size. I feel like he should be bigger.
Like a McFarlane size?
I feel like he should be bigger. Like if you're going to put him next to your Marvel Legends, he should be bigger than the rest of your Marvel Legends. You know what I mean, he looks like he should be a big dude.
More like
But he's 6.7. I mean, that's not too bad. The issue is the price.
So
he comes in the 2 versions. So you got the 83, and then the deluxe is 120.
so he should be like the size of a Hulk figure, right? Or Destroyer.
Yeah. Well, now the deluxe the deluxe comes with a horse for $120, which is a pretty big upgrade. I gotta be honest. You know what I mean? Like getting a whole horse.
Bicep swivel stuck on the Super 7 figure.
Oh boy.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna try to crack? Are you gonna force it, or are you gonna heat it up?
No, you don't force anything. You use
Bust
heat.
out the blow dryer, you heat it up.
Or put it in warm, or put it in heated water.
JB, are you one of the ones that like it's stuck? Let me force it. Oh, it broke. You don't do that.
Piece of shit.
No.
That's a good looking figure. I like that one a lot.
No.
And then for you, sir.
Dun, dun, dun. Oh, you might want to watch the sound.
I don't know if that's copyright sound or not.
I don't think they'll copyright you.
Oh, they will.
Depends on where that music came from. I don't know.
It sounds like it's just generic music you can find on YouTube.
It kind of does, but you never know nowadays.
That's true.
Some assholes at one time I like try to were copyright claiming people's like a StreamYard music, built-in music.
Really?
Yeah.
We got Transformers. We got Zoids.
Oh yes, the Zoid crossovers.
Yep.
Matt's getting his heart. Jared's getting his heart on. I about said Matt. Nope.
Oh,
Jared.
Diaclone too? I didn't know Diaclone was part of it too.
That looks cool. That's cool. Another Prime.
Yeah, that dude looks cool. Like even I want that dude.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Coming in
I don't
20.
collect Transformers.
Well, we were just talking about that like the week before. Then it was like with doing
Yeah.
a Zoid crossover.
Mm-hmm.
Now these are lame as shit, like lazy.
Yeah, they're just repaints.
Yeah, didn't do any retooling on the Grimlock. That would have looked awesome if they just put like the Godzilla spines down the back of it.
I'll be honest with you. I have not put down Luke Cage since I opened him. He's a really fun figure.
Oh, you haven't, huh?
So you like that? You like them big and black, huh?
Oh.
I got you.
Yeah, if I paid full price for this Quicksilver, I've been pissed because the face, the skin tones is very thin. You can still see the silvery gray plastic underneath of it. They do not produce $60 figures. What they charge?
No, not at all.
All right, I'm back.
You left?
So lots of crossovers coming with Transformers and Zoids and stuff. So
They've been Tomei and Takara merged. I feel like a decade ago. It's like, how in the world, Pat Lavar? What? I thought the all fair. We were talking about that too a while back.
Yep. Yeah, I think the rest of this is just logos. But anyway, cool stuff. I like that Optimus. That Optimus was badass. I could give a shit about. They got the Spider-Man Zoid crossover thing. Like, okay, no, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate the effort, but no. But
the red and blue one is kind of cool though.
I mean, not for the scale. Like, okay, if that was a 6-inch scale figure and like, yeah, it's a shitty figure, but I could put like one of my Marvel Legends Spider-Mans on there, then cool. That'd be great. But no, I think that's like a 4-inch figure.
You can always put your Sentinel Spider-Man on it.
Yeah.
Since like
he'd
a
still be
first
too big.
Transformer since a kid, it's only from a Transformer from a certain perspective view. Viewmaster was talking about that the Berserker was cheaper than the Headless Horseman.
Yeah.
Yep. With the
That
horse.
Berserker looked cool, man. That's all the news I've got.
Jared's got some Transformers to share.
No, I don't have anything pulled up.
You don't have anything. He lost his second screen. He can't do anything.
Oh.
He doesn't know how to work without a second screen.
I was like,
I get it. I wouldn't either. I'd be lost without a second screen.
Hey,
Like,
I learned to work with one.
no.
well, what I used to have a laptop sitting over here. I pull everything up on that'd be like the screen I'd like pulling things off of and use this monitor. Then the reviewing. But yeah, this thing's not a good figure.
Did y'all get this Luke Cage and Iron Fist 2-pack?
I didn't. No.
The thigh swivels move about as much as McFarlane's too. This is what this is. This is a shittier McFarlane figure that costs a lot more.
I would say if you do, Matt, you should get it because they're definitely worth it.
I'll probably wait till it's going to go on clearance somewhere.
Well, if you GameStop, if you have an account, you can get it on sale.
Yeah, I had one. I let it expire this year.
I got this on sale over my local GameStop, so it was like like the $40, 40.
Check it out, Matt. Same type of thigh swivel as McFarlane, and it moves about this much.
I hear it crunching.
These are like $55 price point.
I hear that crunch in there, like ugh.
Yep.
It's the diaphragm joint only twist. It don't go forward or back.
Yeah,
So it has no ab crunch. It has zero ab crunch.
I really wish they included.
Why? Do they think? Why are people paying full price for this shit?
Because people are stupid.
Super 7 has sycophants.
The issue is that, like, look, I'll give them credit for one thing. They've somehow, through a deal with the devil, managed to get a hold of the rights to a lot of fucking franchises and a lot of IP that nobody else is doing and that people have a lot of nostalgia for.
Yeah.
And that's what it boils down to. That's all it is. That's their only gimmick. That's their only hook, is they got a hold of some stuff that nobody else has got. Again, how the hell they got a hold of stuff like that, I don't know. How they got Thundercats and fucking Silverhawks over, like, I'd rather have Mattel still doing it at this point. You know what I mean?
Which Mattel is going to do a crossover line in this style next year.
Yeah.
With Thundercats.
Which I'll be very interested in those, but I'm not interested in the Super 7 shit. But I'd be very, like, I wish Mattel would get the rights back or whatever. I don't know. I hear you, Sith, which is odd coming from Sith, considering I think Sith is like, Sith, you're not even 30 yet, are you?
My knees crack the same way, so.
What is wrong with you youngins?
I'm
47. My knees don't crack.
You're a fetus. How are you like cracking?
You can't, like, seriously, if you listen, you can hear my knees crack. You hear that?
That wasn't your knee.
Yes, it was. That was my knee cracking. They crack all the time. My knees do. They pop consistently. I agree with Jared. I wish this Luke Cage did come with a few more things.
The biceps are too short and the forearms are too long. Just the anatomy of these things are just terrible. It's like, draw me a figure of a human being, and I'm just describing you in words, and you've never seen a human being before. Look at this diaphragm cut. It's ugly. It's not even.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So Sit for Life is 28. So you're a year older than I am, Sit for Life.
Sure.
I've been in heavy physical labor since I was 16. I have not been. Well, I've done physical labor, but I haven't done that for like 2 years, almost 3 years.
Y'all are fucking fetuses. I'm old enough to be both of y'all's dad, by the way.
Like,
it's not a joke. My son is 25. He ain't that much younger than y'all.
Should we take that as a compliment or an insult that you say you could be our daddy?
See it as an honor. Should be so fucking lucky.
I can see it right now. Daddy Matt, what can I get for breakfast?
We got McDonald's at home. Shut up, kid.
Wait, what?
No, I spoil the shit out of my kids. So
yeah, you try to have kids. You try to give them the life you wish you had when you was a kid.
yeah, it's true. You do.
Mm-hmm.
So you try to like fucking do stuff that you never had done. And
You give them you give them the life that you wish you had when you was a kid, but you still try to discipline and try to teach them the right way.
Yeah. Well, the thing but my favorite thing to tell my kids whenever they're like, oh, they don't like something that I did and they're bitching. I've had my kids say stupid shit before, like, oh, so and so's dad this and blah blah blah, or whatever. Oh, why can't I have a dad that blah blah blah? I'm like, at least you have a dad, motherfucker.
Do you say the M word to them?
Yeah, I cuss to my kids. I don't cuss at my kids, but I cuss in front of my kids.
Okay, because that's what I say, cussing in front of your kids.
I don't actually say motherfucker. I don't call my kids motherfuckers, but
okay. Because I was like that really right there. They start saying that word around school, they get in trouble for it. Especially when they're young, like a little kid. If they start saying that, principal start calling you like, why is your child saying this?
Trust me, I know.
Oh yeah.
Don't ask me how I know.
Because you did it.
No, my 10-year-old did it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Uncle Buck thing, because you can't get the goddamn wash machine to work.
And I told my daughter, I was like, man, look, I know I cuss. I get it. I'm not a great example. I've always cussed. It's just how I am. I was like, but you can't. You're too young, and you sure as shit cannot cuss at school. I was like, you're not in trouble. I'm not mad about it because it's my fault that you know these words. So I understand that. I was like, but you are smart enough to know that you can't say that stuff at school. Come on.
Well,
and she's like, okay, you're right. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm right. Just be smart.
Okay, it reminds me of what my uncle used to tell me when I worked with him, because I did construction work with him and my dad for years, and they always said this and stuck with me. There's a time and a place to swear, and swearing in front of public people is never a good time to do it. Around like your friends or buddies or whatever, fine, but in like a public place where people look up to you and respect you, that's never a good time to swear.
See,
I have my whole YouTube career then.
I have this vision of Matt in the office, like Roy from Ted Lasso, when he's discussing. It's like,
I freely admit I am a cussaholic. I have been this way since I was very young. I use the word fuck as like a little sprinkle on a sentence. You know what I mean? Like I know I do.
So wait a minute, you're basically saying you're Deadpool just minus the chimichangas.
Yeah.
Okay.
Basically.
Speaking of Uncle Buck, my wife Cassie has never seen that movie at all, and
we watched it. Fix that shit.
What
the hell?
She never seen Uncle Buck.
You need to get her. That's what you're doing this weekend. You two are watching that movie this weekend.
We watched it. We already watched it. I showed it.
Oh, okay.
Did you watch the unedited version?
The what?
Did you watch the uncut, unedited version?
Oh, yeah, that's true.
No, we watched the one that was on Netflix. It's the theatrical version.
No, that's what I'm talking about. So,
we watched it
for TV. The cut for TV one takes out one of the funniest damn scenes in there, where he takes the golf balls out and drives balls at hits the dude in the head.
No, Oh, that was in there, and I burst out laughing. I even laughed at the scene, and she got a kick out of this one where he was like, "You know, I have a friend who works at the climate. I could take him your toothbrush and see if you actually brushed it, or if you just run it under the sink."
Yeah.
Well, hate to ruin the fun.
Oh shit! It's that time again, isn't it? I gotta get to my other chat.
No, don't go. It's too good. Don't go.
I'm gonna start getting shit from my other audience if I don't get to my other chat. So,
well, if you stream this show on here, stream the show on there, people will know. Like, hey, this is where I'm at. Y'all just watch me. I'm talking about toys tonight.
Well, there's been a few people here that are from that channel, so that's where Sith comes from.
Yeah,
Sith said his dad is a deadbeat, knocked up a stripper and moved to Texas.
It happens, man. It happens.
Wait a minute, Matt's in Texas.
I just thought of that too. It's like,
yeah.
Sorry, kid. I forgot your birthday.
all right.
All right. Well, do we got a geek chat tomorrow night?
We do have a geek chat tomorrow night. I haven't scheduled it yet, but we do have one.
What's his
name? Alrighty.
Where I will probably be sitting there painting the whole time. Fuck me. Anyway, now that you done got me started, you know how I am. Once I get started on something,
yep,
I'm like, I gotta finish. I gotta finish.
Well, we're going to kick you out right now. We're going to call the show tonight. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming and hanging out with us tonight. JB, Matt, always a pleasure.
Buddy.
And we'll catch y'all next time. Later.
Bye bye.
Ninja vanish.